Okay, everybody, I want to look at how to find the volume of solid figures, these solid rectangular prisms. And it's super neat. I've always enjoyed doing this and thinking about it. Um, you already saw the con videos. Now you're going to get a chance to see, good old math teacher do it. Um, So the key, I think, in thinking about these is finding the volume of each individual rectangular prism. And I think the trick is to look for the length and the width and the height on each prism. So for the volume of A, volume of A, so I need the length and the width and the height. And can I find the length? Yes. Okay, the length is not so hard to find here. It's 13 inches. And that's really what it's all about, is making sense of what measurements you have. So 13 inches. That's my length. I'm sorry, length. The width. Do I have the width? Okay, so of this rectangular prism, I have the width. Well, it appears that this is the height here, and this is the width here. So that's kind of the trick too, is figuring out what is that talking about? That's talking about the width. So I'm just looking for the width, this distance right now, and I guess I don't know it because this is the height. This 2 inches is the height of this rectangular prism. But if these are sitting on top of each other and they're stacked perfectly on top of each other, then the width of this prism here, B, is the same as the width of this prism. So I'm going to say the width must be 2 inches based on this 2 inches, because this is the same as this. It has the same depth. And then the height is 2 inches. And I know that from this 2 inches. Also, well, okay, so we'll get to that. So that's the volume of a rectangular prism A. So we have 13 times 2 is 26. 26 times 2 is 52. So this would be 52 inches cubic inches. Now we need to find the volume of B. You might need a piece of notebook paper to help with this. Might not be able to squeeze everything onto the paper like I am here. This, by the way, is just the homework from this lesson, which you guys don't need to. I haven't asked you to do, but I was just looking for some more problems. So the volume of B, again, I need to find the length times the width times the height. And the length of B, let's see, 5. Okay, all right, 5 inches is 5 inches from there to there. So 5 inches times the width. What's the width? Okay, the width is here. The width is here. So that is 2 inches. And the height's a little bit tricky because the height of both of these rectangular prisms, put together is 4 inches. The height of this A is 2 inches. So the height of both of them put together is 4. I'm sorry, the height of both of them put together is 4. So the height of just B is 4 minus 2, which is 2. So just this little piece there is just 2 inches. And that's kind of the trick. Whoa. All right. 5 times 2 is 10, times 2 is 20. So that's 20 cubic inches. And then I have to add them, right? If I'm finding the volume of the total volume, it's A plus B, which is 52 plus 20. So it's 72 cubic inches. And for the strategy, I'm going to say, because the the part that was, there were two parts that were tricky. Was what's the width of box A, and what's the height of box B? So I used the width of box B to find the width of box A. And then the other tricky part was the height of box B. I found the height of box B by subtracting 4 minus 2 equals 2 inches. That's pretty good for that small space. I suppose if we had more space, we could come up with a better, a more clear solution. So I think that really the trick is figuring out the length, width, and height of each box. So volume of A, length times width times height. Do I have the length? Yes, 18. Do I have the width? So the width of this looks like it's sitting on top of this one. So the width, the depth of this one is a little bit tricky. Well, so I was going to start saying what's 7 minus something, but I've got 3 right there, so that's the same thing. So I'm going to use that. That's the trick. And then the height is 2. Sorry, I said inches, I meant centimeters. I think that you're going to find on each of them it has this little problem, this little puzzle that you kind of have to solve. All right, so you can multiply that through and find the volume. That's fine. Let's do the volume of B. Length times width times height. So we have the length, 21. What's the width? 7. What's the height? 9. And so I would just, I'd find the actual volume there, find the volume there, and add volume, say V of A plus V of B. Right, volume A plus volume B is going to give me the whole thing. And that's what you're after. That's how this works.